So yeah, this video is communism versus capitalism. Now, if you think that I am going to defend communism, you're wrong. That's for Schlatt. I, in this video, defended capitalism.
My name is Schlatt, and I'm a communist. And I'm joined today by Hasan Piker, who's a cold-blooded capitalist. Hasan, when did you become such a partisan hack?
As a matter of fact, Schlatt, I take offense to that. I'm not a partisan hack unless the party that you're speaking of is freedom, because I will be defending capitalism, the best economic organization of society that has ever been invented in the history of mankind.
Here he goes already.
But you wouldn't know anything about that because you're a dirty commie.
I guess I wouldn't know anything about fashion either, because holy shit. I mean, look at what you're wearing. My God.
This is made by chinchillas that Indonesian children hunted.
What the f is going? Okay, let's rewind for a little bit. What made you get into capitalism, dude? This is a switch for you. I saw you on stream a couple months ago, and you were singing a whole different tune.
What made me get into it is it's called George Washington. Have you heard of him?
George Washington got you in.
Yeah.
Can I tell you who the f got me into communism? A little guy by the name of Karl Marx.
Yeah, he was lame.
Was it Communist Manifesto? And I got real into it. And then I actually was like, this is so good that I'm going to look into what else he wrote.
What else did he write?
He wrote some other shit. I don't even think I could talk about it.
Yeah, of course you can't talk about it because you love censorship. That's
no,
what
I don't.
Communists love.
No, I don't. I tell you what I love. I love equality. I don't think people should be wearing one of one chinchilla hunted bandanas, whatever the fuck
Why
that
not?
is. Because you look stupid in it.
I have the freedom to look as dumb as I would like.
This shit was mass produced. This shit came out of a factory, and everyone can get one of these. It's affordably priced. It's got the Yankees logo on it, the best baseball team of all time. And also, look at this. Look at this. It's my favorite communist on it. Barack Obama.
Yeah, that's right. Barack Obama is definitely a communist, but also the factory conditions that you are speaking of are no different than the one-of-one Indonesian child chinchilla.
Nah.
farmer.
My employees they're paid well. Unlike your fucking editor who scrounges around for little pennies on the sidewalk. He picks up little pennies.
It's called opportunity. My editor is not coerced to be working for me. My editor could be working for anyone. As a
what are you
matter of
looking
fact.
up there for? What are you looking up there? You looking at your talking points?
Oh wow, you're moving the conversation
You
away
brought
from the
help.
talk.
You brought help, didn't you? You're looking up there.
No, that's where my camera is.
Oh, so you're just so.
I'm just looking at myself. I'm looking at myself because I feel like I'm owning you so hard. I'm like, am I looking good? You're
not owning me. Let me list you a couple things that are going on right now in the United States of America. You got people dying on the streets, okay? You got housing completely unaffordable. I could only buy 2 houses last year. You got fucking Dr. Fauci running around still. The fuck is going on with that?
Dr. Fauci's a communist, so I think we agree that he's bad.
No, he's great. I love Dr. Fauci running around.
This was so stupid because, like, while I am certainly capable of holding a coherent point on capitalism because, like, I've debated it so many fucking times, this was Schlatt's first time trying to defend communism, but, like, he kept, is this a bit? No, this is not a bit. No, it's not a bit, man. I'm actually a factory owner, and Schlatt is a rugged communist. All I'm going to say is Dr. Fauci, you know who he works with?
Who?
Communist China. That's right.
Good.
Yeah. Is that why you like him?
Yeah.
Because he works with Communist China?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Look at Dr. Fauci right there.
Get him away.
He's
Get
got
him
his
away.
mask on.
I didn't want to see him.
You
I
gotta
hate
stay
that.
6 feet away. Look, it
I
comes
hate
off.
that guy. I hate that guy so much. He took his mask off.
No, I'll put it back on. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Well, I will say this much to you.
Mm-hmm.
You got your Dr. Fauci toy. You want to know what kind of toys I like to play with? This one. This. Exactly. Capitalism is so good that every single child could dump hot lead if they wanted to.
How do you think the communists started the fucking revolution, Hasan? What did a bunch of people have to get control over the government? They had these motherfucker. They had guns. Okay.
Yeah, and then you know what they did?
This is what gives people power, motherfucker.
Or
this
maybe
is what it does.
we both started waving guns in the middle of the debate. It's so stupid, dude. Yeah, now his third world is jschlatt arc, dude. It's average American argument. It's like that Wow Mao video. It's like, you are dog between the Greeks and the Turks, but this time it's like two Americans. It's like, listen, motherfucker, I got a Glock. He's like, oh, your Glock is baby shit. Reason your Glock is stupid. Bet it doesn't even fire on accident. Bet it doesn't even have an accidental discharge due to his double trigger mechanism, bitch. Real Americans use real guns that have a safety on that you can drop on the floor and get shot in the fucking face with. Why we have armed our entire population is so that we can make sure that Nancy Pelosi with her big old titties don't come around and try to bring communism to this goddamn country. That's right. That's why all the patriots have the guns. None of you communist pussies have guns.
That's enough. Let's talk about your house.
Okay.
$2.74 million house.
I checked it recently. As a matter of fact, it's gone up in price because the housing market is unsustainable here in California.
Exactly.
And I love that.
Exactly. Why do you love that? Why do you love people not being able to buy houses?
Oh, I'm sorry. 55% of Californians actually own their own homes. You want to tell those hardworking mom and pop landlords that, oh, sorry, the value of your price went down. Why? Because Gavin Newsom, a communist, by the way, decided to control the housing market through scary government intervention. Seems like the free market is actually very prosperous.
Fucking going. Oh my God.
Yeah.
How can you say so little in this amount of words? It's like you're hooked right up to a fucking septic tank. My God. I looked up your house. I looked up your house on the internet, Hasan. I saw some pictures of it. I saw some pictures of your house. It's a nice house. It's got a swimming pool.
Yeah, that's right.
My house is only $1 million. Why can't mine be more?
Well, you know, currently I think there's too much landmass in Texas, and there's probably more areas to develop. But don't worry, the price of your place is probably going up soon too, because some goddamn commies are leaving California to go to Texas where there's actual freedom. It's kind of weird that you're sitting there in Texas talking about, you know, how much you love communism. Meanwhile, you literally live in the freest state in America.
How about we switch then? How about, okay, I got a plan. You come to Texas, you live in my house, and then I will go to California and I'll live in yours.
Well, here's the thing. I like to live as a capitalist in the...
Stop looking at yourself. That's so weird. You're just staring at yourself as you talk.
I like to live... Well, there's cameras everywhere. I'm just like looking at, I like to look at different things. I have ADHD.
Okay, right.
Don't focus on that because you're losing the argument, sir.
I'm not losing. I just think it's weird that you're looking straight at yourself while you're talking.
I mean, everybody does that.
No, you're just saying that to make yourself feel better.
You want to know why I live in California?
Why?
Because I'm doing fifth column style infiltration. That's right. Every single day out here, I'm talking to people who are also communists and I'm telling them, you're wrong. And capitalism is the way forward. I've converted so many people.
Oh, okay. So you're doing work.
Yeah, I'm doing good work. Yeah.
So why are they leaving then?
People are leaving California because communism is awful, and they hate the communism that's happening in California. That's why they're leaving and going to Texas by the thousands, by the millions, as a matter of fact.
Are they leaving by millions?
No. I mean, yes. Yes, of course they are. What do you mean?
How about you go outside, Hasan, and you go outside and you make a little right turn or a left turn or go straight and you look at the walls and streets full of homeless people in California and you tell them that they don't deserve housing, that they don't deserve a good life like you have.
As a matter of fact, I do that every day.
Why?
Because I want them to grind harder. Because when I see a homeless person, I think, well, here's an opportunity for me to film them and make some money. But also, that I can pay them an exposure when I film them for my TikToks, okay? When I do an act of kindness to them, right?
That's terrible.
It's a mutually beneficial situation. I don't know what you're talking about.
That's terrible. That's a terrible thing you just said.
You think it's terrible to give homeless people money? Wow.
Yeah.
Typical commie. Talks a big game about redistribution.
I bet you go to a restaurant and give someone a fucking company car with a Feastables logo on that. You think she wants that?
Oh, hell yeah.
You think she wants that? Why does she want that?
She does want that.
No, she doesn't.
Yeah, go ahead and tell a minimum wage worker, a hard worker, as a matter of fact, that, you know, sorry, you got to keep taking the bus, sweaty, because this commie thought that it was unacceptable that you're driving in a fucking Feastables car.
Listen, this is because we have such a...
it's so much fun to be a capitalist, dude. It's so much fun.
We place such an importance on cars in this country when every single perfect country out in Europe and in Scandinavia especially, they have a robust public transportation systems.
Yeah, disgusting.
What do
I'm
you mean
sorry.
disgusting? It's not disgusting. It's beautiful.
No, it's not.
I love when I get on a bus, Hasan, and there's a crazy person sitting next to me. I think, wow, I'm seeing how the other side lives. That's fun for me. It's like I feel like I'm in the thick of it. It's exciting.
There were a lot of times when I wanted to stop and be like, Schlatt, here's how you're supposed to defend this. Okay.
And don't you think that this is just a bit more efficient, moving people, hundreds of people in a tiny area?
As a matter of fact, it's called freedom. Like I said, you should look it up in the dictionary.
But you're about efficiency. Are you not about efficiency? About finding the best way?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I am. And cars are significantly more efficient than buses, which, by the way, checkmate. Is jschlatt actually taking your joke serious? That's kind of sad. Dude, why is it like this? No, man, we're friends and we're doing a bit, okay? He loves capitalism. I love socialism. But we did a role reversal for his debate show. Why is it that, like, every single time we do any kind of fucking jokes in here, there are, like, perma-stuck, no-joke Andys in here? I could literally be, like, a militant defender of communism in the third world or some shit. And like one time, God forbid, I make a joke and they're like, what the fuck is going on? This Hasan guy, he fucking owns a factory, dude. What the hell? What is happening? I cannot believe how dense people are sometimes. Oh my Lord. Mate, bus, also a car, Schlatt. That's right. It's just an uglier one.
What the fuck are you talking about?
You would know what I'm talking about if you knew anything about freedom.
Today's episode of jschlatt Win is sponsored by Manscaped, the global men's lifestyle. Confused. I mean, you seem to be dodging my argument. And enjoy. I'm confused. I mean, you seem to be dodging my argument about public transportation being a more efficient way to move people.
Absolutely not.
How is it not? You just said a bus is a car. That's all you said.
Yeah. Which, again, checkmate, a bus is a car, is it not?
This is not checkmate. Why are you saying it checkmate?
A bus is a car, it's just an uglier car.
And?
Yeah. Cars are better. Like other kinds of cars that let you only have 4 people, sometimes 2, which I have many of, by the way. You know, I specifically will buy cars that only have 2 seats in them so I can grind harder. I can destroy the planet more.
This is so immoral, and yet I have no idea how to.
Yeah, you don't know how to counter it, do you?
I don't know. A bus is a car. I guess, man.
Is it not?
It's a big car.
You gonna talk about trains? Also car.
No.
Trains? Really?
I
is that what you're gonna say?
Categorically reject that notion that a train is a car.
Yeah, it's way worse.
Trains have cars. One big train has a bunch of different cars in it. Yeah. It's a totally different definition, though. These cars don't drive themselves.
And it's way worse. Try to go to a drive-thru with a train, okay? You can't. Exactly. Checkmate times 2. I'm not even looking at you anymore. I'm looking away.
Am I losing this? How am I losing this? This is the stupidest shit I've ever heard.
Because capitalism is the greatest system of all time.
Okay. Let's switch gears a little bit. You want to talk about cars? Let's.
Oh, he thought he had me on this one. This one was the worst one because he God, I hate the character you're playing so much. Dude, I love doing, at that point I was just like, let's just have fun with it. But when I was saying like trains are cars, buses are cars, like I was like done making like steel man arguments. I was just like, I just want to say some like dumb shit. But we move on to a different argument where Schlatt thinks, perhaps foolishly, that he actually has like better standing on.
Let's put it in reverse.
Good one.
Let's talk about net worth. All right. I did some research online. Bill Gates,
Oh, never mind. This isn't it. Sorry.
$10 billion of net worth. Jeff Bezos, I looked this up, $125 billion. Used to be more until that bitch took half.
Yeah.
Hasan Piker, Finty.com reports you have $4 million.
Yeah, I need to grind harder.
Are you saying you have more?
Why'd you put me next to those two? Those are my idols. I love them.
Do you think that Bill Gates or Jeff Bezos did all that work? Do you think he did $125 billion worth of work?
Yes, he worked harder, but also he worked smarter.
Bill Gates made Windows 8. That was the stupidest fucking product I've ever had to deal with.
Well, without Windows, you wouldn't have a computer.
I'm running Linux right now. My CPU is hot, but my core runs cold. Beat you in 17 lines of code.
That is the real communist operating system. You need to run code to turn it on.
It is. It's open source. Anyone can use it. It's free, Hasan.
Yeah.
You don't need professional. You don't need a fucking license that you have to pirate. Everything's just available as it should be.
Yeah, except that's why it's unintuitive and incredibly difficult to work, just like communism. It might be good in theory. Oh, everybody gets a Windows. Everybody gets an operating system. It's going to be great. Turns out, if that was the case, nobody would be able to even use it. And that is actually the main problem I have with communism. It sounds good. It sounds great. Oh, everyone can be rich. Not everyone can be rich, especially when those lazy people who simply don't want to work hard are going to take advantage of hard workers like myself, the real jobs providers.
Shut the fuck up. I fucking hate you. I fucking hate you.
What do you mean?
You're awful, man.
I mean, of course you hate me because you're a communist.
I watch your stream sometimes. You have $4 million in the bank from Finty.com. That's what they report. $4 million in the bank. And all you do is watch videos. It's the stupidest fucking thing I've ever seen. What do you watch? You watch car chases now.
Yeah.
Imagine if all those people were on a bus. You wouldn't be watching shit. Bus is just a cooler car.
Exactly. You just proved my point.
Here's what you do. Here's what you do, Hasan. You put on content that the proletariat make, and then you watch and you say fucking nothing, and then you get all the profit. How many subs do you have? 50,000?
70,000.
That's way too many.
Exactly. That's what you would think, except I, on the other hand, deserve it.
No, you don't. You do
yes,
not
I do. I worked hard.
You do not do enough work to justify 70,000 subscribers on Twitch.
Yeah. Well, guess what? People like how I end up changing the dynamic of the content by making sweet capitalist arguments as to why this content, half the time I'm looking at communist stuff, ew, yuck, is wrong and immoral and shouldn't be taught to children. Like sharing is caring, a concept that I think is laughable. What did the French invent that shit? It's disgusting.
The more I hear you talk, the more I want to come to your house and
Well, guess what? I have turrets outside of my apartment.
Turrets? You have turrets?
Yeah. I have auto turrets outside of my house.
Let me show you something. Let me show you something. I'll send you a photo, okay? Boom. You seeing that? See that? Yes. Austin, 101 degrees, sunny.
Yeah.
You see that? You see the 10-day forecast? 103 high, 104, 104, 104, 103, 103, 103, 103. I took that photo a year and a half ago when it got really hot. Isn't that fucked up? This is what global warming is doing. This is because of people like you spewing out carbon fossil fuels, and you're turning the climate into something that's uninhabitable.
Wow. Of course, it's not surprising to me that the communist would bring up the falsehood of global warming.
Falsehood.
Of course, it's a Chinese conspiracy.
I've heard so many arguments that say this is real.
Okay, here's a counter to you. 25 people died in Buffalo under heavy snowfall. Doesn't seem like the climate is warming too much, is it? Yeah, go tell that to the people of Buffalo.
I guess you couldn't, because they're buried under snow.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And if the climate was warming, which it definitely is not, perhaps it would be better for colder areas. You know what I mean? Oh, I'm sorry that you get to sit in your capitalist-created car with the AC that the capitalists invented, and then you, look at your phone, an iPhone, by the way, I can see it. Your screenshot implies it's iPhone. Clear, another invention by capitalists.
Oh no, I'm in a capitalist world. I have to consume capitalist products. It's not like I can buy fucking Soviet phone 5 over here.
Yeah, how about you live by your values? Is this too hard? Oh, I'm sorry. How about you say that to the Zapatistas?
What am I supposed to get? Am I supposed to get a fucking Moto G?
You're supposed to do a revolution now. That's how this works.
I haven't rallied the masses yet. I need to beat you in this debate.
Yeah.
Where people will vote at jschlattwin.com and at jschlattwin on Twitter. Once I get enough people to vote for my side, the communist side, that is when I think the revolution begins. I think it starts with me.
It's not even a communist principle to think that a one man could create or bring about a revolution, sir.
I want to go back to this argument about the House.
Okay.
2.74.
I'm not kidding. I could, when I say I could be a better right-wing broadcaster than like 98% of right-wing broadcasters, I'm not joking, okay? Oh my God. There's no shot 58%. There you go. You could debate yourself with the talking points. I could. I should, honestly. I should do that more. I should just like debate myself. Insane that you debated Schlatt before Erod, but that makes a lot of sense considering it's you and you're racist. True. It'd be hard for you to keep up the right-wing act. Someone is going to take that serious due to no tone indicators. Yes, leftism is when you are neurodivergent and cannot comprehend context, and then turn around and imply that it's your fault, like someone else's fault. What is this? You forgot to mention spooky gaming? You couldn't do a day of Hank Pecker. You'd never make it grifting for the right. Yeah, it would be hard.
$4 million.
Excuse me, sir. It's higher now.
Oh, sorry. I haven't checked his estimate recently.
5 million.
5 million? It doubled.
Maybe.
Doubled in value?
Some might look at that and say, wow, it seems like the housing market is fundamentally broken, that a house value could go up so dramatically over the course of 2 years. I say to that.
I would say that.
Yeah, you would say that?
I would.
To that, I would say, you just hate freedom.
Why do you need 4 beds and 3.5 baths in this house? I looked up the floor plan. Why do you need that? Why do you need a full pool? Who has a pool in their bed? It's unnecessary.
I don't even use it.
You don't even use the pool. You don't even use the pool.
I just look at it because I can.
That's fucked up. What else do you do with your money? This is obviously you spend it on shit you don't need. Mm-hmm. I bet you put it in index funds and it appreciates at a 10% rate per year.
All the time.
So fucked.
I'm doing tax evasion, which I like to call tax avoidance, which is, of course, legal. Invest in defense contractors. Like, those guys are always getting money from the government. I mean, they do a great job. You know what they do?
What?
They look at American freedom and say, why not other countries also have similar freedoms? And they drop bombs of freedom on other countries to liberate them.
They drop bombs on innocent people.
No, not innocent.
Yes, innocents. Those are people living their lives.
America has never killed someone who didn't deserve it.
Look up this guy. You want to see something funny? Look up Obama. Kunduz Hospital. How about that?
Yeah.
You know that hospital? You know that hospital he blew up?
You know why he blew it up?
Why'd he blow it up?
The doctors in there were Italian and French. Ew. Doctors Without Borders, that's some communist propaganda. How about we have some border security?
Let me tell you what I do. I donate all my money.
Uh-huh. I am so unhinged. I'm sorry. I am literally my biggest fan, dude. It's fucked up.
All my millions that I make,
great.
I donate all of it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot. So you claim to be a socialist?
Yeah, no, communist.
You claim to be a communist and you make millions of dollars?
I give it away to the people. That's
people. Crazy.
My house is only $1 million.
Oh, yeah? Your house is only $1 million?
My house is only $1 million.
How many homeless people have you opened your door up to?
There's only 1 bedroom.
Well, that 1 bedroom in your $1 million house, which is so expensive, I bet you paid more for it specifically so you could beef up the housing market, make it even worse, and make it more.
That was the lowest price because it's so fucked up over here.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I don't know, at that point, it slipped a little bit. I forgot where. At this point, I was basically, I forgot what I was doing at that point. You know? I was like, fuck, which part am I debating again? I don't know enough about Texas housing market.
Exactly. You don't know enough about anything.
You know what I do know, though?
What do you know?
Communism means no house.
You look real cool saying that. You look real cool saying that.
Thank you.
I donate all my money.
Yeah, you know what you donated to? The house fund.
No, I didn't. I donate Cars for Kids. You know those commercials? 1-877 Cars for Kids.
I do not.
KARS Cars for Kids.
1-877
Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
I don't. Who are you pointing at? No one. I'm just feeling myself, dude. I'm like.
I buy a car every month, and then at the end of the month, I donate it to Cars for Kids.
Wow.
I donate to Susan G. Komen for a cure.
Also capitalist, by the way.
No.
Yes.
They're a great charity.
No, 501c3s are run by CEOs that make hundreds of thousands of dollars. Susan G. Komen being a primary example of this.
Whose side are you on?
Well, I think that's great. And I like that. You know why?
I got you,
like I said, I slipped out of the character for a moment there. And I like that.
Motherfucker.
Because they have to. I knew this was going to happen. Because they have to. They work hard. CEOs work so hard in this country. And Susan G. Komen wants to make sure that they have the best talent.
You know what I just did, Hasan?
What?
I just showed you true colors. I know what you are.
I don't know what you're talking about. I love capitalism.
I got you on my side right there for a second. I saw capitalism. A little glimpse of something beautiful. I saw a glimpse of commie in there.
No, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, it's like if you want to be a right winger, it's so easy. Just point to a terrible thing and say, I think it's neat. Okay? It's literally like 98% of Republican arguments. It revolves around someone pointing to something like awful, evil, and going, no, I actually like that. That shit slaps super fucking hard. Fuck you. Not.
Oh, yeah.
First of all, philanthropies are capitalist, though. What do I mean by this? It's wonderful capitalists like yourself, secretly, who have made a lot of money, who want to give some of it back to the people who deserve it. Why? Because the government doesn't know how to distribute it. When the government distributes those funds, who do they give it to? I don't know. Their friends.
Are you done?
I can't believe he cut me like that. Okay, so let's be real. Let's keep it $1.50. There's another debate. Wait, I'm gonna ask him if he wants to like put it up, because I don't want to. I smoked him even harder than this one on that one. Oh, perfect. Don't vote for Hasan, guys. Vote Schlatt. What do you mean? That's crazy. You should do a debate where you argue Steven Seagal is the best actor of all time. The thing is, like, I love debates on dumb shit. You know what I mean? Like, dumb shit debates are my favorite.